EFF leader Julius Malema will today lead the party's celebration for winning the highly contested Ward 13 in Seshego. The ward is Malema's voting station and it had been the party's stronghold for the past 10 years. The party retained the ward by 57%, while the ANC garnered 39%. Our reporter Katlego Nyoni joins us now live from Seshego. Katlego, thank you so much for joining us. It seems jubilant in the background where you are. It seems that many people are gathered around vehicles, camp chairs under gazebos, and are quite jovial. This must be a really big victory for the EFF there. But 57% is not the sort of victory that is quite a home run for them. How does the EFF reflect on this result at this moment?
Good afternoon there, and of course to our viewers. Yes, you are quite correct. It seems like it's a jubilant atmosphere at Seshego under Ward 13, where of course the EFF leader Julius Malema is expected to address scores of EFF supporters shortly after 3 p.m. We are told this morning Mr. Malema started by attending a funeral of a well-known businessman as well as activist, Mr. Vincent Kunutu. Also in Seshego, we are told then by his representatives that following that particular funeral, he will indeed come to the sports field where we currently are. The by-election that occurred last month on the 16th of July under Ward 13 was highly contested. We saw political parties such as the SACP contesting a by-election for the first time in the Limpopo province. The first time they contested a by-election was in Free State. However, in Limpopo, the SACP contested this particular by-election. Of course, the ANC, the EFF, it was indeed hotly contested. As you point out, the EFF managed to secure 57.34% of the vote, whereas the ANC only managed about 2,000 votes, equating to about 40% of the total slice of the pie. There were about 9,000 registered voters. Julius Malema was quite confident going into this particular ward election. The EFF were optimistic that they will be able to retain victory and clinch that by-election. We saw that Malema also voted at a voting station here in Ward 13 on that particular day. It was indeed hotly contested. This area contains parts including Juju Valley, which one of the key challenges for that particular section of Seshego is said to be crime as well as housing. So the EFF went into this particular by-election by promising the residents of the informal settlement that is known as Juju Valley that they will provide them with decent housing should they be able to win this particular ward election. The new ward councillor Ramaphosa Monyajani also ventilated the same issues, that the residents of this particular ward will then start to see service delivery unfold. As to whether that will happen, it's a waiting game. We'll hear what Mr. Julius Malema will touch upon during his address, whether he will mention issues currently taking place as well as unfolding in the nation, such as the National Convention. That remains to be seen. However, SABC News will be stationed here in Seshego to keep our viewers updated regarding this particular Siyabonga rally. Back to you.
Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate that. Of course, that is the EFF winning the award, Ward 13 in Seshego, the voting station, which is home to Julius Malema.